So, try again. It's next day. I've actually picked up 138 roots. Now, something I've noticed is that taproots no longer degrade soil, which is new. Before they used to degrade soil, I thought. Maybe they didn't. So you really want a grade 1 soil in here. But little piggy's still there. I got this little macro going. Well, what you can do with a little macro now, little mouse clicker, is just put it over your chair. And then what you can do is actually stat up, and also see, my strength went up and my constitution increased, right? Pig is actually going to be a ranger, so I want her strength to be all the way to 60. So a great way to kind of get your health back and your stamina back is simply by standing and sitting whenever you have a chance to. And you're gaining points with that, okay? So with that done, right, just showing you, I'm not going to do that right now. So let's go finish training, see what I actually get out of so target, and then animal just got 0.6 on that. Whoops. It's a shame that you can't use a mouse clicker to train. You'd have to set up a macro, which sucks. So you have to do this by hand. But since I have it mouse clicking, all I have to do is move the mouse up and down. So I'm getting my animal lore up. Oops. So taproots is what you want to have ready. So if you're interested in wanting to get your animal trained up, we offer this service in Freeport. We have little Vintascorn swine, a little Vinny swine. He's my uncle Vintascorn here. They're a guild. They're the only guild I've ever been in, Vintascorn. They have some very cool guys in their guild. One of their leaders, Andrej, is actually, I'm role playing in the set that Andrej is actually their brother, their half brother. They have the same. He has the same father, but they have different mothers. Fat is actually Andrej's brother, big old Fat Andrej. And actually, in real life, I brought Andrej into Vintascorn. He was my recruit that I brought into the guild, and now he's raised up to the ranks to be one of the leaders. A great guy. If you have to deal with Vintascorn, he's one of the guys you want to talk with. Another good guy that you want to deal with if you're having problems with Vintascorn is Stark. He's a good guy too, part of the leadership. And probably the person I like most in Vintascorn, who is a super cool guy. He actually works on cell phone towers. His name's Salazar. Also a really amazing fighter, but one of the nicest guys I've ever met, ever. If you're going to, if you ever have that chance, you have to unfortunately be in the unfortunate position of finding Vintascorn. The one person you want to target and kill immediately is a guy called Lerp. Now, Lerp is also in leadership. He's one of their best fighters, but he is also a shot caller. And the thing is that when you kill Lerp, he will squeal like a little pig. So this is Lerp the pig. And it's so funny. Many times when I was in TS, we used to use TeamSpeak. He would die, and it would just be insane. He would just freak out. He's actually a really cool guy when you talk to him. But I have we were friends, but then I was killed AFK, which was a violation of Vintascorn. Being killed AFK by a guild member was a violation by a guy called Nerdy. Nerdy used to hate me. He's actually, from what I understand, he's actually in jail. And Nerdy used to troll me, and I used to troll him back. And I would mute all the friggin' trolls in VinceScorn. It was like what I would do. I would just mute you, and it'd be perma-mute, right? And oh, that's going now. Hold on. Ah, great. All right, the mouse clicker will work. You just have to do a double click. Select your mouse, put on your mouse clicker on double click, right? Because it needs 2 clicks on it. 1 click to activate. It needs a double click. All right, so if you do double click, we go to real mouse clicker and do a double click. You can actually mouse click up your. Holy shit, this is awesome. So I'm gonna keep this pig here for anyone who needs it. Anyway, back to my VinceScorn story. I love this guild. I was 100% loyal. I would never join another guild, and probably if the shit hadn't gone down, which went down, I'd probably still be part of VinceScorn. Because another leader of VinceScorn is Halegra, and Halegra, quote quote, supposedly left VinceScorn. Maybe didn't. I don't know. But I really liked Halegra, even though ever since the shit down, he likes to play a female tune like I do. He's moved up north and joined the Northern Alliance, but was one of the leaders of VinceScorn with Salazar and Lerp. So they had 3 leaders back when I was a member, back when pigs, or Fat's father was a member, right? And basically, look at this. This is some fast training animal lore. So you can just like go like this, and I'm getting 1.5. Well, actually, it goes slow. Whoop! Hi, got him. I got a pig. Well, 36 quality. I got the little Vinny pig. Anyway, we were actually living on this island. So everything goes down on this island. I've been on this island since CB2. So that's why this island is so important to the story of Freeport and the 3 sisters that were the children, and Fat. That everything happened on this island in the closed beta 2. And I didn't find this island. I'm not sure if Hal or Stark started terraforming this island first. I'm not sure of who came to this island first, but the idea was we would try island terraforming. But there was 3 of us, Stark, Halegra, and myself, who came to this island. And we, together, started terraforming. I did most of the edge terraforming. That's what I did. It took me about a week to terraform the entire edge around this island through the closed beta. And then, Halegra was actually building stuff over here. This was like the main base over here. No other VinceScorns were actually playing on the MMO. They were still playing on Yo, and it was kind of shitty. But eventually they all came to the island, and I had laid out, and I had I'm kind of what's the word? I'm kind of what's known. I have a pet peeve, and that pet peeve, look at all this shit needs to be harvested, is that I want, when I lay out a kitchen or I lay out something, I want it to be laid out in a certain way so that I don't have to run around. So for example, this is just training stuff here, and this is for like, whoops, I got the stupid mouse clicker on. Let me do fishing, so that way, stop this mouse clicker, because I can't stop the mouse clicker. That's gonna do. Come on, fish. I don't have a. Up here's Az. Here's up. Az off.
With all respect.
with all respect. I have a theory of laying out, um, whoops, laying out a base. Let me get up here. And the way I have it, this is kind of my system of laying out a base. I call it a permaculture system. Well, everything is very tight. So, for example, the leathersmith guy can sit right here, can do all his leathersmithing, right? All his stuff goes right in here, where where the armorer can grab the leathers and work on it. Okay. Same thing with the kitchen. Actually, two kitchen things are going to go here. Um, and when he empties the coops, and actually right here is actually going to be barns. A barn's going to be right here. So he can stand right here and then put the stuff right in here where the blacksmith can basically work on his stuff. Right? I love this. This is a great fucking. This is great. The default thing for most things is destroy. Right? So instead of it being lift up, I don't want to lift object, but let's say cancel. The default is destroy. So let's just do inspect. So there's two forges. There's the good forge over there. There's the shitty forge here. Actually, I didn't build this shitty forge. Someone else built it. All the tubs are here. The tubs are supposed to be up in here. I don't know why he's putting them over there. See, that's a shitty. That's the quorum, the queer stone. But this is where the kitchen is going to go. And we need drifters. If you guys have drifters copper, we need 2 ingots. It'd be great to have that. And there's another kiln there for the kitchen. And if you look down here, this is 100 quality. Inspect here. So this is 100 quality stone, right? So rock. So for flint or whatever, in the old days you couldn't get everything out of something. So it's right here. And these are supposed to be all these. Yeah, it's not very well built. We need to build better. I didn't have a high construction. So everything is right here. Well, this was how I was laying things out on the island. And then Lerp came and his trolls. He's the king of trolls for Vinterscorn. Basically, he has a whole bunch of young guys that really look up to him, and that he would lead that faction. Well, back then, Hallegro really wasn't in charge, and he was taking kind of he just wanted to focus on terraforming, and he was like, I'm stepping down. I'm not going to be active in leadership. I'm just going to be working on this and blah, blah. Maybe he had some shit going on. Who knows? Whatever. So all of a sudden, all the trolls came with Lerp and everything else, and they just started fucking laying out the island. And I'd already talked to Hallegra, and I said, listen, this is how I want to lay it out. We've never laid out a base like this. Because first time I played the kitchen, with Vinterscorn was on a server called Camelot. And Hallegra had built this amazing fucking base on top of the volcano. And they love building on volcanoes. So I'm really surprised that that if Mother Vinterscorn is there, I'm guessing they're going to be building on the volcano because they love volcanoes. That is the classic Vinterscorn base, is to build on a fucking volcano. So I'm surprised that they're not up there and they're down there, or maybe they're just pretending to be down there and they actually are up there. So and it's kind of cool that we have the volcano in sight there. But it wouldn't surprise me if they weren't planning to take over that volcano, because that is classic Vinterscorn. Every server I ever played on with them, we would always take the volcano, and then we would rock melt it out into basically a base that you just cannot attack, cannot take, because any land force base could be attacked, but like a volcano base or something up in the mountain is practically impossible. So I laid out the plans and everything, and Hallegra was like, Hal was like, yeah, cool, and everything else, and then all came fucking the king of trolls and all the fucking trolls with him, and actually Andre was there helping me, and I was telling him, and we had a nice little thing going on. I got Andre to come here to the base, and fucking Nerdy just started just trolling me, terraforming. Like, I would terraform something down to, let's say, 1 point, everything's like 1.1, and he would come around and fucking terraform it, fuck it up, right? Or fuck up the edge or whatever. He would just troll me, and because I had him muted, and he was pissed at that. So I just started. I didn't care because I'm old, dude. I'm patient. You can fucking troll me. You can't troll fucking the daddy of trolls, dude. I've been trolling since most of you guys watching my videos were playing games. Weren't even playing games. I've been playing PvP MMOs since '95. That's how fucking old I am with UO Beta um, on the Atlantic server. I probably fucking, in many respects, invented MMO trolling. So you cannot troll a fucking troll. However hard you try, your comments on my videos, whatever it is, I love it because it's a form of worship. So if you're one of the guys who talks about my shitty frames or whatever, if you're commenting on my videos, dude, that's worship, right? I've won. If I piss you off and you fucking comment, you're being trolled. FYI, for you dumb trolls that don't know that. Anyway, so I would just mute him, and this went on for about a week, and I was like, dude, stop putting stuff up, and he was like, you're not leadership. I don't have to listen to you. Fuck off, Sun Tzu, fuck off, because I play Sun Tzu character, and he would just troll me, and then one day I came in, I was dead, and I was like, what the fuck? We had a rule in Ventuscorn. You do not, that was the golden rule. That was the fucking only rule we had. You do not kill members. Don't kill them, period. And here I am dead. And then next thing I know, I'm booted from guild. Now, understand, I'd taken about, I don't know, 6 months off. I'd just come back. I was working with Hal and Stark on this island. We did a lot of fucking work. We did all the fucking terraforming. We did everything else. Then all of a sudden, the trolls, Ventuscorn trolls came in, and they just started like laying down everything, kind of fucking things up. And I was like, what the fuck, dude? We've got a plan here. And and Lerp was trolling me. He was like, dude, get your fucking loser. Get your fucking your procuration to 30. And I was busy doing other shit, right? And I don't fucking listen to him. It's not like he's my fucking boss. And he was getting frustrated because I didn't get my procuration up. And he was trolling me to get my procuration up. And I was busy doing other fucking shit that I wanted to get done. I was slowly getting, it wasn't like I was ignoring him. So he was pissed off at me because, he didn't give a fuck. And I tried to tell him, dude, I'm trying to set this up. So, well, who cares? Who cares if you have to run fucking 20 spaces to do the kitchen and then do who cares, dude? You're fucking lazy. That was his attitude. He didn't quite understand that it was a design concept here to have a tight base where basically you can stand in one square and do everything, right? So because he was default in leadership, which was the first time I'd ever played with Ventuscorn, with him was quote the leader. There was always Salazar who'd taken off. He was off playing Arma, and Hal was kind of, I don't want to deal with this bullshit. I'm retired. I just want to fucking, I'm just gonna terraform. Don't bother me. So Lerp was in control of Ventuscorn. He was, I was consider myself friends with the other two leaders of Ventuscorn, which was Halegra and Salazar, right? And Lerp was all of a sudden, and next thing I know, I'm kicked out of guild. And I'm like, what the fuck? Kicked out of guild. Boo. I went to Hal. Hal's like, he wouldn't talk to me, right? Hal wouldn't talk to me. I was like, what the fuck, dude? We've been friends all this time. He wouldn't give me a fucking to explain, like, what's going on. Nerdy killed me. I was trying to do this stuff. He was trolling me. I had him muted. He was pissed off. And he killed me when I was AFK fucking giving up my skill. Killed me right over there. I know exactly the spot, pretty much, that he killed my character, right? Right over there. Near a high-quality tile back over there. And I said, fuck you guys. So I fucking came back. And since I terraformed the entire edge, I knew every fucking square that that needed to be terraformed, right, I could use. And back then you could leave your horses out, and I started coming in, I started trolling fucking, I was trying to kill fucking Nerdy and them, and they couldn't kill me. I just kept killing the horses, jumping in, coming out. I also did another really trolly thing. I made up characters called like Nerdy Nerd. I make up alt characters. I made a ton of them. And I started talking like a troll, saying Ventuscorn. I was, everything I said in global chat is what these trolls would think and say in Discord, in TS, right? That's all I did. I didn't, all I did was say what these trolls would say. We're the best. We're going to fucking wipe everyone out. We're Ventuscorn. And that's what these little troll tunes I would make. I made like Lerpy Lerp, Lerpy the Slurp, right, tunes, and I'd run around, right, because you can get 55 slinger. I'd run around and kill them. I'd go cut all the trees down. I just was a troll. I just, fuck it, you're gonna kill me? I'm gonna show you what a troll. So I just trolled him for about a week on this island, until the closed beta 2 ended. And because of that, pretty much all the Vintascorn guys started hating me because I killed about 20 horses. I'd come in at night. Even Hal tried to kill me with Lerp one time. I would fuck up their terraforming of the land bridge. I would just troll. But I was never given the opportunity to explain my situation by Hal, right, which kind of pissed me off. And I was even pissed off that that they broke the gold rule of Vintascorn, which is you don't kill members. That was it. That we had no other rules except for that one rule. And here it was violated. I was killed, and then I was kicked out without giving a defense by Lerp the King, right? So it got worse. So then I discovered after a week that someone was impersonating me in Discord as my real name. My real name is Mike Trout, like the baseball player, right? Like the LA baseball. That's me, Mike Trout. If you go to mtrout.com, that's who I am. I actually hunt giant hornets for a living. I make documentaries. I'm a freelancer. I've got documentaries on the Smithsonian Channel, Discovery Channel, not Discovery, Nat Geo, Animal Planet. You may have seen the show which I was featured in called Killer Hornets from Hell on Animal Planet, where I actually go around Japan learning to hunt hornets from Japan's great masters, right? And I've got a channel called Hornet Hunter, hornethunter.com. All right. So hornethunter.com is my website. A lot of my clips on there and stuff. So I fight real fucking giant fucking hornets, right? That's I risk my life doing something. That's my job. Right now I'm in the States taking care of my 92-year-old young dad who broke his arm, and because I'm a freelancer, I can just take off and I can just play this game. So anyway, and that's the reason why I wasn't playing. I didn't play for like 6 months because I was making some documentaries and I just wasn't available. So when I came back, I'd come back to play. I'd come back and join, Vintascorn, and I really enjoyed playing with them. I didn't like the trolls, and I would just mute them. But for the most part, I really enjoyed Allegra, and I thought Stark was cool, and Andre I considered one of my best, closest friends. I was so proud of him because he came on with such a fucking scrub, and he was working really hard, and he is. I tell you, he's one of the best guys out there in the fucking online gaming. You can trust him. He's honorable. You talk to him. I don't know. He may be becoming a little bit of a troll. I don't know. I don't know. But he is honorable. He will never lie. He'll never break what he says. I can't say the same about Lerp. I can also agree. Salazar is a very honorable guy. And if you talk to Salazar about issues, if you're a kingdom, that's the guy. He is the senior council person. Stark and Andres are kind of new council folks who have taken over leadership from Allegra, who supposedly is no longer part of Vintascorn. Well, supposedly, right? I have my doubts because I know Hal, and I know if Salazar said, "Hey Hal, I need this," Hal would fucking give it to him because they're very good friends. So, and I can't imagine looking back at that volcano where the fuck you are. You're out of view now. Oh, that's cool. That would be the perfect base that Allegra would want to design. So if you're going to design a volcano base, right, Allegra would be the person you'd want designing it because he is the best base designer in this fucking game. Allegra is, who supposedly is part of the guild up north, which maybe he is. I don't know. I would bet against it personally. I can't imagine. I think it's just an alt up there, and he's actually still running things or part of things down here. It would be to Vintascorn's interest to have someone in the north, especially Ridgeline. Allegra would fit in very nicely with that, since he likes the young newer players. It could be a form of recruiting place once he found really good folks, and he can eat his pie and eat his what I would say you can eat your bread and pie at the same time, where he's got alts that are in Vintascorn. He's doing kind of research up there. and he's got access to the named, named ores and stuff up there. And then he's, and I did notice, because I was in this game very early, and I don't know, maybe because there aren't many, they don't have many high level, like, what's the word, crafter type tunes that they want to kill for the most part. Salazar, for example, will be their blacksmith, because that's what Salazar loves to do. And he could have gotten up there because he's a type of guy that would probably get up there. But he also works full time doing his cell phone towers, as an engineer for cell phone towers. So who knows? So it seemed kind of odd that they had all the stuff they did so early, and Allegra was up there. But who knows? I'm just speaking out loud here. So yeah, if they're up on that volcano, that's I think Salazar would want to design that. Not Salazar. I mean, Allegra would be the person to design that. So that's kind of, going back. So someone impersonated me on actually the Lyft Discord as Mike Trout, and they started saying some very horrendous things, like I'm a pedophile and I molest my actual kids, my two boys. I have a boy who's 8 and 10, and they were saying that stuff. They're saying I'm actually a sex criminal. That's why I'm actually, even recently, I had them alluding on Discord. They were alluding on, saying on Discord that the reason I'm in the States is because I'm a pedophile. I'm over here because of sex crimes, and I'm escaping the chat, which is complete fucking bullshit. On it. So they haven't stopped. There's still trolls in Ventuscoin, unfortunately, and and I would have kind of left Ventuscoin alone had they not come here and killed this guy here. Az is actually a refugee. He lost his town. Ventuscoin trolled off three cool groups. They just trolled them off of 17. Now, if you look at the map for Ventuscoin, it stops at the river, and that corner is not part of. FU Feudal Alliance, not part of it. But they went ahead and trolled them off. And I tried. One of them was like, "Hey, man, we will be their vassals. We will work for them. We'll give them rope and everything else." And I reached out to Andrej and said, "Hey, dude, you've won, dude. These guys do everything." And he was like, "Well, they failed their test. It's too late." And too bad. And I know, if Andrej says that, there's no other talk. I say, okay, all right, man, I understand. I ended up getting 2 good members. I got Andrej the cook, and I got his other cat, here. So he's hard, as you can see, he's hardworking. He's getting stuff done, piling up the logs as he comes in here. We have fucking low quality. These are they're mediums right now coming in there. So I did pick up some good guys, and our armorsmith guys in the 90s, and she also came from there. But some Ventuscoin guys came to the island, probably because she posted. I told her not to. She was posting in the talk, and the guy called Mars from End Times showed up here, and Mars is obviously a troll from this area. I don't know if he's from FU. I'm guessing he could even be. I'm guessing he's Ventuscoin. It would be my guess. I'm just guessing here, completely, only because End Time is a very hardcore PvP group in the north. They know I make videos, so whoever it was made a fake tune to come here, and probably the first guy I fought was Mars, maybe, or maybe not, because Mars actually killed my tune, and it was End Times again killed my tune. Actually coming, or tried to kill my tune. Actually didn't kill my tune, but he chased me like a fucking bitch. Like, this guy had a grudge against me. Like, this guy knew who I was, type, like, would not let me go. And then I kind of odd that all of a sudden he would show up on the island and kill people who were actually kind of talking smack to Stark. And I told him, don't be talking in fucking guild politics. I'm the only one. Sun Tzu should be the only one talking on behalf of Freeport in Discord, even though she is hated by most folks. That's my older sister. That's Pigs. I'm on Pig right now. Right? This is Pig. Pig is just a fucking. She will be my first red. She is the. She's like, if you watch Game of Thrones, the girl that trains Arya. That's her. That's how I modeled her. Just she'll just you get her onto you, whatever. Or even you can kill her 100 times, like Adolf Hitler. She doesn't care. I don't care about death with her. I role play my characters. It's not personal. I'm just saying, okay, what would Pig do? Pig would come in again, 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 and she's just, unrelenting in that regard. So anyway, so yeah, so I got trolled in real life on Lyft Discord by Vintage Scorn guys, and what Vintage Scorn had to do was to kick a bunch of these people out. Nerdy, kind of ended up, from what I understand, he's actually in jail. I had to report this to actual Discord and also to the Life is Feudal developers about it, to delete this account, that this wasn't me, that all this shit needed to be go, and then and I actually quit the game then. That was CB2, and I didn't play again. I was so kind of like, I was like, what the fuck? This bullshit went on, that I didn't play CB3. And Vintage Scorn actually built on this island, CB3, and the island was dead. It was just sand. It was like bad karma. It was just sand. And then in CB4, I decided to come back to the game, and I came back to the island, and no one was on it, and the island was dead too. It had nothing. It was just sand and shit. So, or CB5. I played CB2. I didn't play CB3. I didn't play CB4, but Vintage Scorn played on the island on CB3, CB4, right? And when I came back on CB5, it was sand. So it was sand in CB3, CB4, and CB5. The resources on this island was non-existent. There was nothing on this island. So I talked to Helegra about if you're going to build, what your plans are, and he was like, no, we're not going to build there. So I find it odd that Helegra knew the plans, of Vintage Scorn, right, beforehand, even though he's not part of Vintage Scorn. He left because of, supposedly, LERP screened at him, and kind of the story goes, and, he left because of that, bullshit, which is probably true. Who knows? So I hate to, Hal's a good guy, so take my what I say for the grain of sand, because I really don't know. And so I came back here, and I went to Seaton, and I said, listen, Seaton, I know I'm not part of FU. I am Vintage Scorn. You guys, that. I've been playing on this island since CB2. I was the first guy to do island terraforming with, actually, I can't claim to be the first because Hal was here and Stark was here before me. I was the top 3, but I tell you, they stopped, and I never stopped. So since CB2, I've been kind of like, I want to finish this island the way I kind of wanted to finish it in the first place. So that has been my obsession with it. And I was like, leave me alone. I've got an idea. I want noobs to be able to come in on this. I'll make the map bigger here, right? So my idea was this whole area here across from the server line is kind of safe, and I said this would be a great place. This is Prosperity's up here on the right. This is one of their guilds, one of their PvP guilds up on the top. Convictus is over here, right here on this corner here. That's Convictus up there. Right. And this is Blood Coast over here. This is Blood Vikings over here. So this is all FU. So they pretty much, and this is Vintage Scorn here. All right, let's make this map even bigger so I can show you around here. And this is, and if I move over here, this is odd. You see how there's a little green dot on the volcano right here? Little green dot there. And there's a flue. So this little green dot here, the little trees right here, has me curious because this wasn't there before. Little green dot on the map, on the volcano. So this would be the way up. And if you were to terraform this, little green dot up here, I'm not sure, but anyway, that's weird because I don't remember seeing any little green dot here. And this is Vintage Scorn right here. So the FU Alliance territory goes right here. So this guild is gone, this guild is gone, this guild is gone. These 3 guilds have been trolled off, destroyed by Vintage Scorn. And this, as you can see, this is classic Vince. So you see all of the terraforming the edge. There's one wall here, two walls here, three walls here, and a third wall that goes around. I mean, 1, 2, 3, and a fourth wall that's going around their monument, Mother Vintascorn, right here. And they claim all this whole 17. This is 17 right here. And but I just on that, there's actually something going on here. Look at that. They're building there's some farms and stuff down in here. Something going on here. Someone's building here. You can see the terraforming here. Here. So I don't know if this is all part of Vintascorn. I would think, they wouldn't let anyone else live here. Like someone built a fucking farm right along the server there. Interesting. Long ass there. But that little green dot has me curious though. What's going on there? I think there's something there. I don't know if there's something there. Here's look at that. That's gonna be shells right there. I think this whole mountain is clay. So I said, I'm just one guy. I got a bunch of tunes. End times is up here. Here's Ridgeline Alliance over here. This whole area is kind of PvPers. And I said, I just want to do my thing. And I'd like for Freeport to be a place for new characters to be able to come down here, set up here, right in this area, okay? And basically one place on the map where they don't have to fear about getting zerged by folks, right? And Seton said, yeah, we have no plans of 18. Go right ahead. We as a real promise as Alliance, we won't zerg you, but I can't promise individuals won't come. And I said, that's fine. If they want to come. Oh, and Maple. There's Ardent Maple. Ardent Maple space is up here. And they've actually terraformed, from what I understand, this whole island edge, or maybe this island here has been terraformed, and they're building a bridge. They got an entry point here. Oh, look at this place here. This is look at that, nicely. Oh, the farms broken up, squared off. That may be Ardent Maple. I don't know. I thought this is Ardent Maple, but anyway, they have a bunch of guilds. All these guilds here are all part of FU. So this whole section. So I have on the map, I was like, don't come into, FU. I respect them. And I told them, listen, I'll give anything I have that you need. I'll give them to you. Just ask if you need, rope or flax, whatever. If they need it, because I want to supply and I want to help my neighbors. And if they have, I don't care who they are, whoever lives here. If you need anything, let me know. I'll give it to you. But the moment I start getting trolled by Adolf Hitler and Ardent Maples and some Convictus joined in. I had a little bit of war here, and what these guys did was they're good guys. Right? I have no Blood Coast. This is the Blood Coast. So this whole coast is known as the Blood Coast, right? And the Blood Coast merchants set up here, and I, went down there and helped them, and they're actually building a road here. They have a road that's going right up into, the area. They got a road going north here, and they're good guys. But we had a little bit of a dispute on Freeport, and this section. This road will be like. This section here, I'm using this road as a kind of a cutting point for Freeport. So Freeport's up here, this area here. Okay, this is Freeport here. And this is the Hung. These are the Chinese pirates who set up here, in the north here. So, yeah. So I love this to be like UO, where all these small little claims are set up here and everything else, and they live here and they don't worry about getting zerged and everything else. Another claim. I think these guys have been moved off. All these three guys up there have been moved off. The Chinese actually set up here. They got moved out. They came over here. I fucking chaos the Chinese because they just chop all the trees down. There's really no trees. There used to be tons and tons of trees. They're all gone. On that. So, yeah. And I just want to help people. That's it. I want to help people, and I don't want to I'd like them to be able, to not worry about getting zerged. I'm interested in forming kind of an anti PK group, like from the folks in here, that will respond to any killer that's running around killing people. An 18, we respond and chase them out. That's all. So I'm hoping that we can form the Freeport Defenders groups. And here's my buddy on his little island. He's a good guy. Been building his little island stuff there. Learned a lot from my terraforming. Came over here, helped me for a little bit, and I did his own thing. You can see I cut the island off the southern part of the island. This is all out of claim, so my T1 reaches down to here, right? So I cut off the island. You can see that there's a little southern tip now on that. So anyway, so there's my story, about kind of how long, if you're curious, how long I've been playing on this island and the vision for it. I want to, I'd also, my goal is to set up different freeports. So I'm in talks right now. I'd like to set up a freeport on the coast, right? So I'd like to set up a freeport, somewhere around here. Maybe I'll set up the freeport like in this corner here or something. Or maybe set up on this island right here. It'd be kind of cool. It looks like someone built a land bridge here. Someone built a little bit thing. I'd like another island, Freeport, little island here. There's a big base in that corner here. Look at that base there and a base up there. Or maybe I'll come. Oh, there's a base here. I don't know who they are. Maybe they'll let me set up Freeport up here in the corner. In the north. So the idea is that people who are parts of Freeport can travel around and always have access. On this, the map is quite developed. Look at this here. Wow, look at this guy here. Talking about island. I'm not the only one who does island terraforming. Someone actually built this island off of this end here. That's all going to be terraformed right here. The little road comes in. I'm sure that may be Allegra. I wouldn't be surprised if that isn't Hal building an island, terraforming out there like that. Base for his guild. Some very, very cool terraforming. Any other island terraforming. There's a big guild here. Look at that. This may be a good place for a Freeport on this side here. Looks like someone's building on here. I always looked at this island, but as you can see, it's just sand on there. Maybe that would be a someone building on that peninsula there. Some big base there, big groups there setting up. Someone's got something built up there, little community there. This Arden, yeah, this is, I don't know, where am I here? Yeah, down in here. Oops. It's kind of a cool little design. Someone does a nice little design here. They have a floating castle on the water. Another floating castle here. They got a little tree farm here. They got guys going right up here. they've planted trees all the way along here, it looks like. Yeah, here's Blood Vikings up here, right here. Look at the road that they've, wow, look at this shit here that they've carved into. That's pretty impressive. I'm guessing obviously there's a mine, big mine operation there, mine operation there, mine operation there, right? I'm surprised someone hasn't built up on this area right here. You know, that looks like a perfect location for a hardcore base. Yep, someone's little places up in here, down here. This island here. This tip would be a good place for a, because it's on a server line, it'd be a very safe place for someone to build up. And this is also, I was curious, this reminds me of Japan. So someone's claimed this island. It looks like it's not terraformed off to me, but it does look like they have they've built walls and they've got an inner part here. And someone's got some stuff going on there. But this always reminds me of Japan. This one down here. Yeah, someone's got some terraced some stuff in here. I'm surprised no one's terraformed here. Look at that beautiful location here. Big old flat area. They built over here, which is over here, but it looks like this would be a great place for a potential base. Another island. Someone came down here to this island. Very sad. They actually started working on a pier here. I guess they were thinking about they're going to fucking do a line there. That's quite a bit of terraforming. Whoever started working on that pier, trying to get to this island as a middle point, and then using the material to cross over. Wow, these guys here have a big operation. Look at they've got a lot of people. Look at the size of their terraforming. They're actually looks like they're trying to, I don't know where they were going with that road, but looks like they're trying to connect to here to have a land bridge from here to there. Someone's got a mine up there. You know, you could just travel this whole map and explore community to community and see what they did. Here's another, looks very defensive. Someone built some terraforming there. Here's a very well, look at this, 1-2 walled area. Big group, big farms around here. Right on the edge of a clay pit. Someone's got some stuff going on there. Looks like something going right on in there. So someone's got a base, quite a bit of terraforming. Someone's put quite a bit of work in there. So the cool thing is the map, as you can see, is real time. So you can actually see what's being done on the map. I'll have to go. And here's these are the Brazilians, I think, that's set up here. I think that's where I'm at. Yeah, these are the Brazilians groups that set up here. And I'd like to set up a Freeport. North, east, west, and south. Like there'll be 4 Freeports. So I have a lot of characters, so it's just a matter of, as we grow in numbers, we can set up a Freeport somewhere on the coast here. Or maybe even if they'll give us a little bit of a little part of an island. It'd be kind of cool. Oh look, someone terraformed this. Looks like someone's terraforming this whole island here. They got some trees up here. So someone is doing some island terraforming here. So I'm always interested in see kind of the different scopes. So look at that nice circle they built, you know, from the top-down view. In the north. So this actually is where, from what I understand, or maybe it's over. Yeah, this is where this is. I think this is End Time Castle up here. Either this one here. Let's see if I do trading posts. Villanova. Well, it's funny because End Times Trading Post got wiped. Strong among the shadows. Yeah. So End Times Trading Post was here, and someone has taken it out. There's a little bit of someone's attacked it, and what they did was they put down a claim and they raided it and deleted it, but their trading post is gone. You got to put trading posts, if you're going to put trading posts outside your claim, you got to put them right next to server wall, so someone can't do that, nerf your trading post. So most of these are all on claim, right? Guys on claim. Lions Inc. Any trading post that's out there by themselves is potentially going to get deleted. All right, you can see all the trading posts. And actually, you can see all the. Actually, if you search and enter, I thought that's how you get the swords up. It's so okay. These are trading posts. Well, why can't I get search? Suppose you could do search enter and get that, but I don't know. It's not pulling up. Looks like they've taken the claims off, so you can see that, but the sword is not highlighting. And I suppose I could see where my people are, but that's not working either. Weird. This is the capital city here. So Freeport is directly under, just runs south, and there's Freeport. Right? Just directly under right there. All right. Thanks for watching. Hope you enjoyed the story of the pig. Started off, just woke up. Oh, I'm going to go back to getting stuff done around. Good luck out there. Stay safe. Don't let the trolls bring you down. And I wish you the best.